Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and it looks like a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, and it's quiet in the house, so I wanted to take a minute to record a video. I know it's been a couple of days. It's been a tough week, just a lot going on. And I know one thing that I've mentioned several times before, but I think it's worth mentioning repeatedly, I guess. There are so many things going on in life for everyone. And I was having a conversation at work this week. I work in healthcare, and I was talking about how we always need to remember that everyone we encounter has stuff going on in their lives, and it's not always bad stuff. Even wonderful things like weddings and babies and things like that can be very stressful, hectic, just a lot to process. And we always need to take the time to remember that everybody has things going on. And so if people are frustrated or stressed out, just remember we don't always know what's going on with people. And I try to tell my kids, always be kind. I tell the little kids on the way to school in the morning, never be the reason for somebody else's bad day, because you never know what people are dealing with. And when I think about grief and how all-consuming it is, and I know not just with the loss of a child, when someone loses a parent, a friend, a brother, sister, anyone, it's different for everybody. But that grief is not the only thing that person is dealing with. So when you think about, I've had so many people say, if anything ever happened to one of my kids, I couldn't survive it. And I said that myself. And I still feel that. But losing my child is not the only thing that I'm dealing with. Life is still happening. The good, the bad, the hard, the stressful. And the difference is you find yourself having so much less tolerance to deal with things because the grief is so big, there's just not room for anything else. So things that you may have been before able to kind of take in stride or just, brush off your back, now it's harder to do that because you just don't have the capacity for anything else because the grief takes up all the space. So just remember that when you encounter people, that everybody has something they're dealing with, and not all the things we know about. So I'll go ahead and read my letter. This is from January the 6th, 2026. And I honestly don't remember. I think it may be number 95 if I remember correctly. So I'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, my precious boy. Today is Tuesday and I am working. It is the littles' first day back to school from Christmas break. I think they were a little bit excited to go back. They both had new backpacks and new shoes. Landon got new basketball shoes, so I know they were excited for that. I was not excited for them to go back at all. I think it helps me to have them here, helping to fill the silence. But I also know I can't shelter them from life just to make myself feel better or try to fill that void. It can't be filled. The drive to school felt so odd this morning, like I was doing it for the first time. It felt so unfamiliar. I thrive on routine these days, and that was not the routine I've been used to for the last 3 weeks. I've started trying to do some exercise. I've lost a tremendous amount of weight, but I want my body to be healthy. For the past 2 days, we went to the track to walk at Linview. I walked about 1.5 miles and plan to increase it each day. I wanted to do more, but it was pretty chilly outside. I also have been doing exercises at home. I'm just trying to do a little each day to get a routine started. Landon and I were walking yesterday, and he was talking about the day that we were at the track and you were sprinting to try to increase your speed. You ran so hard that you threw up. We both remembered that day very well. You're such an athlete, literally good at every sport you ever tried. Such a natural ability and relentless determination. I love that about you because I always knew that anything you set your mind out to do, you were going to do it, no matter what. I see that drive coming out in Landon. He is loving basketball, and I am so glad. I'm going to stop for now. Sweet face, sweet words, sweet boy. I love you, Brayden.